So as you all know, 2026 is the 20th anniversary of Cars, the franchise as a whole. It's kind of crazy that we survived for this long, and I'm going to be celebrating that by reviewing a bunch of old cars. Well, old cars in the sense of a lot of cars were nostalgic characters, whether that be from this year or even of years past, because there's actually quite a few cars that I still have not gotten around to review, one of which being Euguene Carbureski. Now granted, this is not a super old release, he was just released last year in 2025, but I never got around to reviewing him. I opened him, but then a bunch of stuff happened that prevented me from reviewing him, but now I'm about to remedy that mistake and review this guy for all of you guys. So I hope you all enjoyed, and let's get down to the review. But first, let's show a quick picture of where Euguene appears in the first Cars movie. Of course, like all the other racers, he's just a background character, but he's a very nice one to look at, especially with that pink and white combination, which is not often a color combo represented in the Piston Cup. Of course, the sponsor Tanko did carry on the Cars 3, where it had two other drivers, Red Mika, the stock car, and Rich Nixon, who was also released in 2025 in a two-pack with Eric Baker. So yeah, 2025 was the year of tank code, basically. You were just missing Red Miko, and you would have gone the whole gang together. Now, as for his releases, like I mentioned, this is his first title release. Well, he got his first title release last year in 2025 singles case X and Z, but prior to Thailand, he was actually one of the more rare Piston Cup racers, being only recently released in 2016 in the Piston Cup series. That version was made in China, as were all the other versions prior, such as the Reptile release, the Motor Speedway of the South release, and I think that was it. I don't think you got a Light Your Tire Launcher release or anything like that, unfortunately. So yeah, one of the more coveted Piston Cup races, but yeah, I think he was the last one Mattel could have realistically done from Thailand to complete the entire Cars and races from Thailand. Now, granted, they didn't do Mike Icor, Dale Earnhardt Jr., but they don't touch those because of copyright issues and all that legal jargon. So yeah, Legion was realistically the last one they needed to do, and they did. So let's get on with the diecast itself. So first off, he does have a very nice expression, kind of looking mean and determined, as most of the physical racers tend to have. We have the tank code logo, which I really like this text with the white tank code logo with the tank itself. I think it's a really creative detail. Suits, upset tanks, and in the background we can see a bunch of white splotches mixed in with the pink, as well as a little bit of graininess, unfortunately. Yeah, oh my god, that's so great. Yeah, very grainy, but it's not too bad. I've seen worse. He does have an eye plate here, and it's pretty much the same as his Chinese version for what I've seen online, so they didn't alter this expression too much. So there's that. He does have his mustache and grill, and has the 36 on the left headlights. I say taillights. These are headlights. The back lights are taillights. I don't know why I keep mistaking with those two, but anyways, yeah, he has those. His mouth, which is so realistically, it's supposed to be on the bumper here, but they always move it. It's always below the bumper, which I don't know why they do that, but it's whatever. I think they made them look. I think they did that just to make these guys look a little less creepy, but it's not accurate to how they would look in the movie. Of course, he has his nice pink wheels. Unfortunately, on this model, the wheels are like too short. So yeah, a lot of them don't even reach the wheel well. Like if you just look at him like straight on, he does look like he has no tires. But if you had the Chinese version of a Euguene here, he would not have this issue. So that's also one thing I hated with these model physical lasers. The wheels were just so sunk in. But I mean, that's been a problem unfortunately with the Thailand leakless model, I like to call it. The contingency sponsors, not great, not terrible. At least you can still read like boot springs, piston cup, all that stuff. We have the 36, and more with that pink and white design. Get very grainy across with the Tenko logo. This all looks like static. Like I'm not a fan of like TV static. But anyways, we have the black trim here, and we have a nice black and white combo. Kind of breaks up all the pink, which I like. Tank code. We have the 36 on the roof here, alongside the window bars. Some of the windows here on the sides here. The sides actually this back window is actually painted, so really nice detail. Suits upstead. Oh god, you can't even read this. see that reads tanks. Like, at least on this one here, you can see it reads tanks, but, oh god. Yeah, tank code below the spoiler. And on the back, we have tank code, once again, with the 36 on the left taillight, because at the time, these were just stickers. They were the actual, like, headlights, and I don't know why mine has some little debris on them. He looks like he hasn't got a clean car wash yet, so yeah, that's yeah, but this side is exactly the same, and here is the base. U28A, so the 28th week of 2025 at the A factory, which makes sense. And yeah, that does it for Euguene Carbureski here. He's a very nice racer. I do love him a lot. I think the Thailand one's actually not that bad, despite having some grievances with some of the decal quality and the graininess, but you know, it's always been like that, unfortunately. They never really changed it. Now, here is Claude Squad 2, who also got released in 2025, so let's see how they compare. Claude has a crazy expression, like he just, bro looks locked in. He really wants that piston cup. Model's a little different. Yeah, same model, pretty much. But I do like how they have different expressions, though. From Thailand, because if you got these two from China, they would have the exact same expression. Yeah, he also has this issue with the short wheels. The decal quality. I want to see if the decal quality actually improved or it got worse. Oh god, my camera does not want to focus today. My camera. There we go. I don't know. They're kind of equal for me. So, yeah. Sorry, so the camera, but yeah, they're kind of equal for me. Honestly, in that regard. I do like Claude's little slogan here, watch your wheels. I think that's really funny. And I do have two other cars that share the same model here. We have Euguene, who is the he was the third to last carbon racer that they really needed to do from Thailand. And yeah, kind of has a different expression too. Like he doesn't look as angry. Like he just looks like confused. Like, what am I doing here? And of course, Murray Clutchburn, who was released in 2023, I think. 2022, yeah. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't change the packaging. You get confused on which racer was released in which year. But yeah, let's see if we get them all in one shot. Yeah, all four of them do have different expressions actually, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice look. See, I think my favorite. I think Claude's still my favorite. It's just like his style and expression, but these other three aren't horrible. I think I just like the differentness. You know, it's like how they change it all up. They didn't just leave them all the same like they did from China. So that is one thing I will actually give the Thailand all the Thailand physical racers is they have different expressions somewhat. They don't change the mouths, but the eyes are just altered slightly just to kind of give that effect. Now here is which mix in the action for tank code. He was also released in 2025. So this variant was first released in 2023. So you can see how much the brand has evolved. This guy has decals. This guy has way better decals, honestly. So yeah, the wheels are kind of the main issue with the next gens. But on the bright side, he has a metallic spoiler, and metallic islands. I don't like that, but I do like that. So pretty cool. I'm not sliding together, no joke. Yeah, more like the white is completely gone in which he pretty much just shifted to like using pink and a darker pink. But yeah, I have reviewed him, so link will be in the description below. Or you can just look it up on my channel if you'd like to. And also, I was going to do a review on this guy, but I never did. Actually, prior to the Thailand variant, I actually got this Mini Adventures Euguene Carbureski. Just so adorable. I just love his expression. He just looks so baby. He just looks so like cute. And this guy's like the dad. This is like the son. It's giving like the meme of "Don't talk to me or my son ever again." But yeah, this guy is not as detailed as the 155 scale version. Missing the light year text, missing the plethora of sponsors. The white stripe is a lot less noticeable on the Mini Adventure compared to the diecast. Yeah, no Tango logo on the back. I don't need a spoiler here, I'm going to say, like, yeah, no Tango logo, I don't need a spoiler on the back. They do have the 36 on the left taillight though, and the decals are clearer. The Mini Adventure somehow has clearer decals in the diecast in 2025. It's kind of sad, but that's the reality we're living in. It looks chubbier. Looks really chubby. So yeah, that does it for the review and comparisons of Euguene Carbureski. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more upcoming content. See you all next time. Until then, this is Joe Quick Tire signing out.